All right, YouTubers, what's up? This is Mr. Evaluator. And again, what we're going to be doing is putting these guys up. Okay? So I believe that we got well over 30 people fighting, if I can be correct. So we're just gonna go on with the common basis of their power. I really appreciate, the guy commenting these number of people. I mean, because this was a very hard and complex number of people going against one another until I, kind of went into the primal sources of their powers, what are they capable of, and I kind of complied it all together. So I'm not gonna be on here too long, hoping not being any longer than 30 minutes, or probably nothing no more than 30 minutes. So we're just gonna run through this real quick like water. Okay, so Batgirl and Batwoman. Batgirl was trained by Batman, but she is a genius, but she definitely wasn't the best. For the sake of how Batwoman's fight, being Ra's al Ghul's daughter and also being trained by Ra's al Ghul, and at being learned as the best, she's just as more skillful than Batgirl is. See, Batgirl has strategy, but she isn't as good as Batwoman. Batwoman nearly fights close to Bruce Wayne, especially with the different formations of the fighting styles and methods she basically used. Yes, we saw Batgirl fight Catwoman, but in this case, I mean, Catwoman isn't the best fighter unless she's actually really getting serious. Okay? That kind of driven my mind to the side because I haven't really actually thought that. But yeah, in this case, Batgirl does not beat Batwoman. She is just as fast, okay, and just as strong as Bruce has ever trained Batgirl to be. So in this case, that fight goes to Batwoman. Now we have White Phoenix versus Raven. In this case, a scenario, we would definitely not have Trigon possessing Raven's mind. I mean, because we already have it that she's more powerful than he is. But just for the sake of the conversation, let's just say that she loses control in her emotions. Okay. For the sake of this conversation, Jean Grey could possibly try to help Raven keep her emotions steady, keep her emotions inbound, and making her not lose control of her emotions. Now, White Phoenix is has unlimited power, and in this case, she has knowledge about other beings as well. In this case, knowing Raven in this transformation, I mean, she will be one of all the Marvel characters that can basically read what type of power Raven actually has. And in this case, she would try to see if she could power her down or take it out of her. But if Raven resists, she becomes even more powerful. And clearly, as I told you with Hela, she basically rips that power out of her. Like, literally, White Phoenix will literally see this stuff happen before it even actually happens. So in this case scenario, her best choice is to calm Raven down and make sure Raven doesn't lose her mind, because if she does, she'll defeat White Phoenix. So for the sake of this battle of White Phoenix pretty much calming Raven down, in this scenario, she gets her to calm down. Then the battle goes to. It doesn't mean that White Phoenix beats Raven, because okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say Raven stumps White Phoenix. Okay, especially if she was losing control of her power, she'll obliterate her. Probably with the entire, she'd obliterate the entire Phoenix force at her full power. Okay, because she's more powerful than her dad, and she's beyond the concept of darkness and evil. And like, even Jean Grey having unlimited powers, she can go above and beyond and be beyond the concept and the idea of darkness and evil. But having but being equal to that, Raven can literally rip that power out of her. Okay, so Dark Phoenix is, pretty much destroys everything. Anything matter, reality, anything, except for magic. And in this case, Raven doesn't need any magic. She has darkness, that black aura that follows, that pretty much is around Raven. Since Raven's soul is immortal, her powers is basically immortal, and it can't be destroyed, it can't be erased. So in this case, it leaves White Phoenix no other choice but to try to calm Raven down, because in this case, no matter how much power she basically has, Raven is like beyond that concept of the entire Phoenix force. Okay, Raven is literally like the ideal in the perception of what it means to literally have the power like the Phoenix. And like that's why she is called Raven for a reason. Yeah, I mean that's pretty big. And in this case, the scenario, White Phoenix is very strong and powerful, but she's not strong and powerful enough to beat a out of control Raven. So in this case, Raven going out of control destroys White Phoenix. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that battle goes to Raven. Now we have Hulk versus Black Adam. Now, Hulk, let's just say the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. He'd nearly be like a demigod to Black Adam. But in this case, pretty much like, yeah, Black Adam, his lightning can hit you on a molecule level, and even on a subatomic level at that. I mean, if he wanted to, he can hit the Incredible Hulk so hard. Like we've already seen that Abomination was stronger than the Hulk, and if it pretty much wasn't for that but in actuality, Abomination was made from the exact material that gave Bruce Banner his powers about the Incredible Hulk, and he was a lot more stronger than he was. But fighting Black Adam is like literally fighting 10 times Abomination, bro. Like, and Thor put together. And I mean, this is a very fierce battle. And I mean, I'm not lowballing or sidekicking Hulk. I mean, Hulk can literally do Black Adam some damage, but with both of them having this healing factor and this regeneration, he could steady hit him on a molecule level. I mean, like if you could just imagine fighting another being that wasn't made from, the material you were made of. You best believe that Black Adam could spar that lightning to hit the function that pretty much made the Incredible Hulk be as he is, kind of will like literally get the Incredible Hulk. He will be strong, but this fight is already ended once Black Adam hits him just enough of times. Like, let's just say they fight for 5 minutes, and by the time the whole day is over with, Hulk be done turned back into Bruce Banner. I mean, Black Adam is clearly too powerful in this. Well, he isn't too powerful. Well, yeah, he is like literally too powerful, and plus he could basically uh uh get most of his powers from the Rock of Eternity, which would clearly make him more powerful. So in case Hulk does become planetary level, he too can become planetary level. In fact, even be solar system, because the Rock of Eternity pretty much has limitless powers, and having those powers, freaking Black Adam could take those powers and increase his like a charge. It'll pretty much be a charge. So in this case, Black Adam stumps the Hulk. Okay. Wonder Woman versus Captain Marvel. Okay, in this case, this is a good matchup. Wonder Woman beats Captain Marvel, and I'm going to tell you why. I mean, Captain Marvel is a very powerful person. Okay, she travels the entire solar system, the galaxy, even the universe in a split second. That's pretty fast. But like for the sake of speed, it doesn't touch Wonder Woman. I mean, Wonder Woman again. In this battle, she prays to Hera, and Hera gives her this maximum amount of strength beyond anywhere. If she does fight Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel gets, I mean, Wonder Woman could, you know, just anonymously become even stronger because she gets all of her power from just by talking and praying to Hera. So, Wonder Woman alone is like it's literally three times the strength. She's like, okay, so in this case, she would nearly be like Superman. She would literally be like Superman. Now they did say, Captain Marvel can get tired, she can get exhausted, and all of this other stuff. But like that isn't the reason why she will lose to Wonder Woman. The reason why she loses to Wonder Woman is like because all of those powers she could pretty much absorb energy, okay? Captain Marvel could pretty much absorb energy, and like all of those blows and all of that energy that she basically fights with in her body, and let's just say the amount of energy she absorbs, the solar energy she absorbs, she gets stronger pretty much like Superman. So let's just say she's on a universal scale. That'll be no problem to Wonder Woman because all Wonder Woman has to do is pray to Hera to have the strength two times the universe. So she could basically double the amount of power. Wonder Woman can clearly double the amount of power uh, Captain Marvel has just by praying to Hera, And clearly the Amazons were made to fight gods. So you best believe that the magic that she basically wields will even make Wonder Woman even stronger. No, Wonder Woman cannot fly at light speed. I mean, like, they have people over there saying stuff. No, she cannot fly at light speed. She barely wouldn't even fly at the speed of sound. She's not a fast flyer, okay? So, but in actuality, strength-wise, I mean, her power, like, she could pick up giant tanks. She could toss buses to a side, like, yeah, she would definitely. In fact, they said, like, according to DC Comics, she was the one who defeated Grail, Darkseid's daughter, and who is presuming to be more stronger than him. But I'm gonna kind of really pin that one down because, in actuality, like, I'm gonna get to that. But in this case, his fight goes to Wonder Woman. I mean, Captain Marvel has the speed. She can fly across the entire planet and, you know, punch Wonder Woman. But in this scenario, like, she's going to have to one-shot Wonder Woman. And because of Wonder Woman's compatibility, because of her battle, because of her speed, and the things that she's done, like, I mean, she may not even give Captain Marvel that chance to one-shot her, man. Like, we're going to stick with the common basis. Let's just say that the amount of energy she absorbs, she, as I said before, becomes. Now, you may wonder, well, Mr. Evaluator, what makes it so easy to Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel? Simple, it's just like fighting Supergirl again. Like, literally, I mean, Wonder Woman has been switching blows and trading like physical hand-to-hand combat with Superman like it was nothing. Like, she's literally been training with Superman. And Batman has taught her a bit of his strategies, but based on what she's seen, can't be taught by man or anything. But anyway, she was still trained by those people. And because Captain Marvel, can absorb energy and become the amount of that energy, let's say that she was trained by all of the Avengers. Well, then it'll be a fight. But in this case, Wonder Woman will stomp Captain Marvel. I mean, because, like, as far as the way she fights, she used tactics, like also being the Amazon. So basically, she's going to hit her with points that pretty much weakens her, you know. Like, I mean, she wouldn't sense her power, but she would definitely sense her vulnerability. And like in this case, Wonder Woman, let's just say Wonder Woman struggles to beat Captain Marvel. Okay, then again, she has even been trading blows with Shazam. And like I told you, Wonder Woman to beat Thor because her powers is literally amp, like godlike powers. Wonder Woman literally has godlike powers, man. And in this scenario, wielding that magic, Captain Marvel fighting Wonder Woman, I mean, like, she would just literally be like a demigod fighting an actual god. And, like, in those powers, she could pray to Hera and even get even more power. Like, she don't even have to say that. She could just increase her strength if she wanted to. So, like, literally, Wonder Woman's strength goes all the way up throughout the entire solar system. Like, because of that, or possibly the galaxy, you know, Wonder Woman at galaxy level. So in this case, with her fighting with her sword and, well, not with her sword, with just her rope, I mean, because she is so good, I mean, like, she throws off Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel could spin around in a circle and tangle her with the rope, but, she can jerk Captain Marvel with with times the strength Captain Marvel has and just put her down. So in this case, Wonder Woman beats Captain Marvel. Wonder Woman beats Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel does not have the durability nor the stamina the durability or the stamina to fight against Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman could basically tire her out, just tire her out, man. And that'll just be the end of it. So, yeah, in this battle, I mean, she could absorb energy and get more strength and stamina and durability, but she does not, outlast Wonder Woman because, Wonder Woman again is almost like a god, and in this case, like she would dry Captain Marvel out. So this battle goes straight to Wonder Woman. Imperial Joker versus Lucifer. This is a very quick fight. So basically, Imperial Joker, has 5D. So he pretty much can destroy multiverses, like again, with a single thought, like Mixie. But again, Lucifer can just pretty much snap his finger, and reality can just literally coexist with other universes. I mean, because Lucifer can basically do everything Mixie, Batmite, and Imperial Joker does on levels, okay? Times the amount of what they do. And if they go and increase their power to the max, he could go 3 times the power of the macroverse and pretty much just drain those guys out. So pretty much the Lucifer, Imperial, Joker, Batmite, and Mixie is pretty much a joke. Spectre will be more of a challenge to Lucifer than pretty much anybody else. Well, of course, he just toys around in this case of scenario. So, in this battle goes straight to Lucifer because, I mean, Joker would just pretty much be like a cartoon character to him. He could just snap his name out of existence. Now, yeah, he could just simply snap Joker's name out of existence. Well, I mean, because, like, he could times their power. So if he really wanted to, like, okay, let's just say he can't snap him out of existence like that. He could just constantly slap him back down, bro. And, he just, like, everything that Imperial Joker does on a 5D level, like, Lucifer does on layers. So there'd be no way on Earth, like Joker, or in the multiverse, Joker to get to him. So, yeah, once again, he pretty much just snap him out of existence. Out of Lucifer existence and take him in another domain. But in this case, this battle goes to Lucifer. He beats Imperial Joker. Son of Trigon versus Superman. Son, John Kent. John Kent beats Trigon's son because he basically has wrath. rage and anger, and pretty much that infuriates him. But then again, John Kent is Superman once again, and he literally has layers of his power. Like, his power goes throughout the universe. So in this case, if he sees this guy, Jared, he'll pretty much one-shot hit him. Yeah, he'll pretty much one-shot this guy and take him out. Yeah, John Kent will pretty much take Jared and just bam, one-shot him. Reading his power and his capability and how much he's going to have to let loose on. So if he was going all out, he'll pretty much throw this guy off and just pretty much one-shot him. And no matter what magic he does, Superman John Kent will one-shot this guy and pretty much just take him out, and that wouldn't be a punch Trigon's son's willing to take because he's not Trigon himself. So in this case, even if he was to match John Kent, he pretty much will increase his powers and just like fighting him on a light speed level. Jared is done. So in this fight, because of the level of powers John Kent holds back on and doesn't use, and let's just say that he actually uses it, he goes on a light scale. He gives Jared a run for his money. So in this case, Jared does not have no other option but to probably try to get more stronger. But in this case, Superman, literally, John Kent takes out Jared because of that. Okay, so he just thrashes him to the side. He one-shots him. Giganta versus Starfire. We know how powerful Starfire is. Giganta is this giant beast with this giant strength, super strength and all. But unfortunately, Starfire is just as strong. She's just as fast. She has the strategies. She has the combatability, and she has the durability to outmatch Giganta. And in this case, fighting Giganta, she'll pretty much one-shot her at her full power. At Starfire's full power and her potential, she would definitely one-shot Giganta and possibly kill her. So in this case, this fight goes straight to Starfire. This is also an easy fight, Apocalypse versus Constantine. We all know that Apocalypse has to literally go through a trance to actually take the powers of his opponents, and he's going to have to find Guardians. So let's just say he get his Guardians. John Constantine could pretty much automatically know what type of pop mode this guy's on, so he just pretty much casts a spell on Apocalypse, and that spell is pretty much not him taking any of his powers, steal that ability from him, and pretty much takes him out. So, because that he could actually do that, and it literally becomes a fate, and fate itself becomes, like, Constantine's fate becomes to defeat Apocalypse. So he just seals a spell, casts a spell on him, and pretty much locks him away. I mean, Constantine in this case is too OP for Apocalypse. Apocalypse, in actuality, is very vulnerable. So once he seals that on him, he's done. Okay. And even if he does have his Guardians, he could just put a spell on his Guardians, hold his Guardians, and just pretty much, just attack him. So in this case, he just puts a spell on Apocalypse and knocks him out. So this fight goes to Constantine with no problem. Doctor Strange versus Murdu. Murdu has the power to basically wield objects out of UV rays of light. Doctor Strange cannot do that. Classic Strange can clearly open portals to other multiverses, macroverses, dimensions, and throw you in it. He could do all that stuff. His cape could possibly even attack you, but it's nothing that he has on Mudro. Mudro is too OP in this case. He'll basically wield little obstacles out of his magic, Strange's magic, and, use it against him in case, he tries to, counter that. He can basically wield objects out of what Doctor Strange countered and attack him. So in this case, that battle goes straight to Morju because his durability in using magic is limitless. Let's say Doctor Strange is limitless. Still in this case, like, he beats him because of the constant counters Doctor Strange does to him. He pretty much fires back with him countering whatever he fired at him in the beginning. So let's just say Mordu shot a gun at him and he countered with a shield. Doctor Strange countered with a shield. That shield that countered that bullet attacks Doctor Strange and, like, just takes him out. Okay? So let's just say he uses another shield to counter that shield. Then that power quickly attacks him from him countering the shield that for him countering the bullet. It's just a constant feedback. And so in this case, a scenario, Morju beats Doctor Strange. Okay, this is also an easy fight. Robin versus Huntress. He'll kill Huntress. Huntress uses guns. She's rageful, but she's not as much of a good fighter as Robin. Damian Wayne, I'm guessing. Damian Wayne will literally take her out with no problem. And if he gets it serious, he'll probably even kill her. So yeah, that fight goes to Damian because he was trained by Batwoman, and Batwoman could beat Huntress. Batwoman could beat Huntress. She can also she's also trained Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne has fought Slade Wilson, and he was the one that stabbed him in his eye, like, so unbelievable. And Slade Wilson can beat Huntress with no problem, and he's also trained with Batman. So by this case, of all his anger and of all his rage, he'll slaughter Huntress. I mean, I don't care if she's more capable than he is. I mean, like, when it comes to countering and especially fighting with swords, he'd slice Huntress up. She, like, from the old days, they say Huntress has the abilities as a cat, but even so, like, I mean, no, like, Damian Wayne kills this girl. Like, I mean, literally, he's near Jason Todd being under the Red Hood. And Huntress fighting the Red Hood does give Red Hood a run for his money, but he's like 3 times the Red Hood in this case. So he pretty much swipes her. So he pretty much swipes her out regardless of her gun ability and the power she has. He doesn't even need to use guns. He has daggers, swords, ninja blades. This guy, yeah. So Damian Wayne takes out Huntress. Captain America versus Nightwing. Pretty interesting fight. At first thought, I was going to assume that Captain America could beat Dick Grayson. I mean, because he's far beyond him. He doesn't fight like Batman, but I kind of stand corrected. So in this case, yeah, this is going to be a real long video. So in this case, this is why I presume Nightwing beating Captain America. Okay, first of all, let's understand Nightwing. Nightwing was not just trained by Batman. He was literally conditioned, right? He was literally conditioned and trained by Batman. And the mentality of Batman, like so much like Bruce Wayne himself. Okay? So in this situation, in this scenario, him fighting Captain America, Nightwing is almost like Captain America himself. Now, before we talk about being endorsed with the serum and the chemical stuff, let's quickly understand this. When Batman first took in Dick Grayson, made him become part of the family, he's pretty much been training him. And ever since Dick Grayson had got the idea of fighting and of martial arts, he kind of clearly learned to adapt to those abilities. Now, it doesn't say anywhere, according to the DC Comics, that Dick Grayson has mastered any martial arts move whatsoever, or at least more than 10 moves, but it shows that he has compatibility to becoming adapted to every fighting style that he's ever fought. Okay, so he's fought King Shark. Okay, he's fought King Shark and didn't get killed and murdered and beaten. He didn't like. There's times where he even also fought Slade Wilson in this case. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I hate this phone. There's even cases in times where he fought Slade Wilson and literally beat Slade Wilson. In this case, a scenario, Nightwing is almost like Captain America. Well, I take that back. He is like Captain America because of his training and his conditions. It's like the way that the serum that pretty much enhanced his capabilities, enhanced all of his powers, basically gave him those abilities. But concerning Dick Grayson being trained by Batman, he has literally escalated the amount of his abilities, the amount of his training tactics, and his techniques. In this case, the things that we saw Captain America done, the things that we saw that Captain America has adapted to, Nightwing has done without the serum. So pretty much in this battle, with him literally fighting Captain America, like, he basically knows everything about him, okay? So if Captain America comes at him with Wing Chun, he'd be familiar with it, okay? So it doesn't matter what move, and this even explains all the time, okay? All the time when Dick Grayson fought Damian and Damian calculated how he was going to throw a stick at his head, he always dodged it without freaking looking. I mean, like, seriously. Every time, like, Damian Wayne tried to throw a brick at his head or something, he dodged it without even looking. So, like, this is unbelievable. Like, literally, Nightwing is like Captain America himself, but without the serum. So if these two goes to fighting, if these two goes to battle, I want you guys to kind of exclude what happened in Injustice and Damian threw it and killed him and he cracked his neck. But that's another story to be talking about. But in this case, Dick Grayson is like Captain America, okay? And in this battle, if he fights Captain America, it doesn't matter what Captain America does or throws at him. He's gonna know it. He's gonna know it. He's gonna be like, okay, like, you are like me, but you're chemically enhanced, okay? So what he does, so in this case, in order to beat Captain America, in order to literally beat Captain America, in this case, you're gonna have to make him not keep up with you. So if Captain America cannot keep up with you, then he will not be able to beat you. In this case, with Nightwing being just like Captain America, him being familiar with every fighting style, every move Captain America comes up with, he actually takes it to another level. He actually takes a fighting style to another level. So pretty much like Batman, he doesn't get tactical with it. He gets very strategical with it. So in this case, let's just say Captain America fights him with Wing Chun, and, he uses basically jiu-jitsu. So once he gets a hold of him and try grabbing him, he pretty much, So in this case, Nightwing uses boxing. And the minute Captain America switches to boxing on this guy, he literally jumps to Wing Chun the next second and a half. If you didn't understand that, I'm just going to repeat that in this case, because I said he grabbed him. If he was going to grab him and throw Nightwing across the room, Nightwing would plan that. Get thrown across the room by Steven Rogers. So he's going to come at him with just boxing. And so while Captain America is boxing with him, the minute he throws the next punch in boxing, Nightwing would have switched back to Wing Chun and got him. So pretty much like Batman, in this case, for the first few seconds of fighting, they go to Wing Chun. Nightwing switches back to boxing. So constantly, of every move Captain America throws at him, he switched the opposite. And Captain America is going to be able to keep up with this. But as far as the format, he's going to be able to read a little bit of what he's doing. But this is exactly what Nightwing is expecting, because he's going to predict. He's going to let Captain America predict his next move. So pretty much like a diversion, he's going to let Captain America predict his next move. So he's literally going to give himself away. So once he got him on the second time, on the second hit, possibly injured his leg, he throws a different route. Captain America, as always, like he was trained by the best, learned by the best, he's going to use that fighting style against him to counter that. And instead, he's going to jump. Nightwing's going to jump back on his leg and kick him in his head and pretty much knock Captain America out. Okay? And let's not even talk about the armored suit that he's also going to be having fighting Captain America. So in this case, Nightwing literally beats Captain America because he's like Captain America without the super soldier serum. So in this case, of all what he's done, like Captain America doesn't even get a chance to lay a finger on him because Nightwing is just too familiar with everything this guy does. And let's just say of all he's adapted to, like, let's just say that of all of all Captain America has literally adapted to, he could literally like still try to counter Nightwing. But in this case, countering Nightwing would be done already hit him with another surprise attack. So in this case, Nightwing is being very diversive. He's giving this guy distractions while he's fighting him and attacking him at the same time. But see, in this process, Captain America will not be able to keep up with those distractions and those surprise attacks. In this case, it'll leave him confused. But all he'd have to do is just pretty much prepare whatever next Nightwing is going to throw on him. So in this case, Captain America's plan is to firmly knock this guy out. Like, take Nightwing and just knock him out. And, with Nightwing fighting him and also not knowing this, he know by giving him this big diversion of throwing the smoke pellet, he knows that I'm going to have to hit this guy with a surprise attack, which is also another diversion, so that I can knock him out. So he hits him with a surprise attack. He counters it. He pretty much counters it, throws him down on the ground, and he hits him with the, nightstick, a stun gun, and kind of kicks back at Captain America and just finally takes him down. Finally takes him down and knock him out and even penalizes him. So as strong as he is, Captain America has trained and worked out with 20 tons, press lift with 20 tons, ran with 20 tons. In this case, Nightwing is Captain America in every way, except for the strength feat. So it's almost like a mirror match. But the thing is, this Captain America was trained by Batman. So 9 times out of 10, he's going to hit this guy with a diversion and in a strategy. And of all the surprise attacks he's going to be giving to Captain America, he's going to take him out. He's going to bam Steve Rogers on his head in that armored suit. And please, let's not even talk about Dick Grayson matching Captain Steven Rogers' strength, because if he does, he really takes him down. He literally will break the ligaments in his body. So if Dick Grayson was able to beat Slade Wilson because of his strategies and his surprise attacks and his diversions, you best believe he literally beat Captain America. But I'm not saying that because he done that he could beat him. I'm saying because of the capability and because of how he's trained, and because like he literally resembles Captain America in every way. So it's not nothing Captain America can do to take out Nightwing, because he'd be familiar with it. Like, he's already trained. He was literally trained by Batman, and Batman is the one and only greatest strategist in the Marvel DC universe. And like, Captain America is only the best strategist, and they giving the rest to Nick Fury and Doctor Strange. So in this case, that puts Nightwing above Captain America. And because, like, at this pace, it literally puts Nightwing will literally always be 2 steps ahead of Captain America. And the only way Captain America can possibly be at least a step ahead of him is if he uses a fighting method that Dick Grayson has never completed, never had fought, or never experienced. But in that scenario, he can't, because he was never trained it. It was never learned to him. So therefore, it doesn't exist to Captain America. So in this battle, so pretty much Captain America is like a big machine programmed to be the best of the best. And, he only picked up what was put inside him. So because he haven't experienced that new method of fighting, then pretty much like he doesn't beat Nightwing. So because of these different methods of fighting styles and techniques that Nightwing has, and Captain America isn't familiar with, at least the methods and the different formations. He's familiar with the formations. He's adapted to the formations, but the form and the way of the fighting is performed, it'll be totally new to him, and Captain America won't be able to comprehend that. In that case, while fighting Nightwing and thinking and trying to process the way of his fighting, will literally put his mind in a state of fatigue. And like, it'll like literally make him lose focus as always, and it'll pretty much, Nightwing will pretty much dominate him. Like, so in this case, Nightwing beats Captain America. So this fight literally goes to Nightwing. He is Captain America in every way, except without the serum. So he literally bested him in that. Because of the capabilities and things that he's done, because he's literally like him in every way. So, besides holding 1,000 pounds worth of rubble, I mean, anybody, that strong enough that if he could do that. But in this case, he bests Captain America in every way with the serum in his body. So, because he can't comprehend with that type of fighting, Nightwing dominates him. So, and this match goes to Nightwing. Harley Quinn versus Black Widow, very easy fight. At first, I thought, as good as Black Widow is, she outclasses Deadpool and Punisher, and she pretty much taxes Harley Quinn, okay? She pretty much taxes Harley Quinn. But Harley Quinn is a very tricky individual. You see, when she battled Nightwing, as good as he is, I just told you Nightwing beat Captain America. And he's beat Slade Wilson. As good as Nightwing is, Harley Quinn beat him. Why? Why did she beat Nightwing? Because she's literally a tricky person. Like, just when she thought that he had him, she stuck him with the Joker's laughing gas, and he just couldn't stop laughing. So because of her characteristics, she would literally just allow her to literally beat her. Okay, so just when Black Widow is a fox too. She's a very sneaky fox. But to Harley Quinn, she will look at Harley Quinn like a joke. Okay, but she will she would underestimate her. I mean, there isn't few times that you wouldn't find, Black Widow underestimating people. But in this scenario, with her fighting Harley Quinn, she'll pretty much beat her. But because of Harley Quinn's character, she will basically surprise Widow and clearly take her out. Either with a stun gun, Joker's Venom, or possibly pretty much anything else. So in this case, because of Harley Quinn is full of surprises, you don't know what she's gonna come up with. I mean, let's just say Widow, Widow actually speculated this. Then she pretty much beats Harley Quinn. Okay? But in this scenario, knowing Widow, she does not have no anticipation or no kind of subjugation to expect or know anything about Harley Quinn. In this case of scenario, she'd just be a crazy girl that she could just jump, kick, and knock her out. And pretty much like that, Harley Quinn just comes up and surprise attack her, stick her with the Joker Venom. She wins this battle because of her characteristics. So this battle pretty much goes to and pretty much like Joker, Black Widow, she wouldn't even take her serious. So and see, this is the whole point of getting surprised. Don't take Harley Quinn serious. And Batman says she's an insane clown. You have to take her serious. Take everybody serious. But in this case, because she won't take Harley Quinn serious, Harley Quinn beats her. And pretty much like how Lobo is. You have to take Lobo serious. You can't play around with him. You can't joke with him. You have to one-shot this guy because he's full of trickery. So in this battle goes straight to Harley Quinn because of her trickery and, of her characteristics. Next match. Actually, and also, if Widow did take her serious, Widow pretty much beats Harley Quinn. But in this first battle, without taking her serious, Harley Quinn beats Widow. Okay? Okay. Because if she took her serious, then she beats Harley Quinn. So, under this, and Nightwing didn't take Harley Quinn as serious. That's why he got stuck by the Venom. Next battle. Mephisto versus Barbados. Now we have it with Barbados that this guy is he is a god of the dark universes, and it goes back to what I told you from the beginning. The DC universe has to have balance, so there can't be more darkness than there is evil. There can't be more darkness than there's light, and it can't be no more good than there is evil. So therefore, if there is any unstable universe, Barbados pretty much destroys it. Okay, in that scenario, he sets the balance, and the Lords of Order sets the balance as well. So any universe that is unstable, they stable the universe. Okay, and if it takes to destroying it just to keep the rest of the universe stable, they'll do it. So pretty much in this case, Mephisto is a clear joke to this guy, and he pretty much stumps him, regardless of what Mephisto is capable of. He could clearly be an immortal. This guy pretty much separates and stables and balances universes. And he's kind of literally out of the content of being multiversal. So, actually, he's within the content of being multiversal, but he's like an inch above it. So in this case, Mephisto will clearly be like a mosquito. So in this case, Barbados beats Mephisto. All right. Crap. I didn't do that right. Okay, so yeah, I went all the way down to that guy. Okay, where did we stop to? Okay, told you about Huntress. Okay, the last battle is Mad Hatter and Cheetah. Now, Mad Hatter is Apocalypse. She was trained to conquer worlds, destroy worlds. She's pretty much OP. But here's the trickery with Cheetah. Cheetah basically has this poison that if she cuts you with this poison and it gets in your body, let's just say, like, this girl, Mad Harriet, is, let's just say that she's, like, literally immortal, okay? And, like, it doesn't kill her. But in this case, that means you gotta have an impressive healing factor. But in this case, a scenario, like, Mad Harriet can be driven crazy. She will literally turn on Darkseid. She will turn on everybody because on the Apocalypse and, like, literally leave Cheetah to get away. In this case, Cheetah has a poison to basically put in her body, like she did with Wonder Woman, cut Mad Harriet with it, and Mad Harriet all of a sudden would think everybody around her is Cheetah. And so, in this case, she'd be possibly destroying the whole planet, fighting everybody that she think is Cheetah, and then she'd go up against Darkseid, and she think Darkseid is Cheetah. And using those Omega beams will literally make her think, oh, now this girl has extra powers and all of this other stuff. So in this case, in this match, Cheetah beats Mad Harriet because of that poison, and I mean, she has speed. Her true speed, she can clearly catch up with the Flash. She can stop Flash running at his lowest speed, but in actuality, Flash is too fast for her, But if he's running around just to buy time around, like literally she can catch him. And pretty much like, what's that guy's name? Captain Cole, kind of pretty much is a super genius. So he also kind of, kind of angled the way he was going to run and how he was going to run. So he pretty much did that. I mean, Flash seen it coming, but he just do that to buy time, which is why Reverse Flash want to kill him so much. You the fastest man alive, and you doing all this because you're bored. I'm going to give you a run of your money. But in this case, this battle basically goes to Cheetah. She beats Mad Harriet because of that poison. Now we have Grail versus Lobo. Now, back to Lobo. Lobo is a very tricky character, okay? Like, he has, let's just say she gives him the chance to get all the arsenal and all the weaponry and all these other stuff to pretty much fight Grail. So, so let's just say Grail one punches him and blasts him in a million smithereens. But the thing about Lobo, again, he's a very tricky character. He came back of his immortality, okay? Because he's literally immortal and death pretty much doesn't exist to where he's from and from which realm or reality he's from. But in this case, a scenario, he really has this bomb, this organism bomb that basically turned the guy in Man of Steel, well, not Man of Steel, in Man of Tomorrow into that thing. So he basically will have a piece of equipment or technology, because he get across things that'll pretty much depower Gale, okay? And can pretty much depower Darkseid, which is in this case, you do not give Lobo no chance. You can't give him any chances. Even with Superman, you can't give this guy no chances. You have to take him out with one punch. You can't give him no time, because if you do, you playing around with him, he's gonna beat you, okay? He goes all across the galaxy. He goes all across the universe, and he'll literally get through anybody. So if Darkseid wanted his daughter to be taken down, he's going to give her he's going to come up with every solution in every possible way to do that. And he's going to give Lobo the advanced weaponry, and he'll literally go to other majestical beings to reveal the power of Grail, the true power of Grail, and reveal the weakness that she also has. So in this case, if Grail take any chances with Lobo, he would basically beat her, or he'll use a spell and possibly bound all of her powers and send her through another dimension where she can't do anything, in that scenario, if she didn't take any chances. But knowing her character, she probably won't take any chances with Lobo, but actually she probably will, and because she do that, she'll lose, and he just hit her with her weakness and pretty much takes her out, send her through another dimension. And literally, because it was said that Wonder Woman beat Grail in one of the DC comics, but in this case, Lobo is a very trickery guy, and if he wanted to, he'll use a bomb on a subatomic level, you see what I'm saying, that eats the healing factor and use that bomb on her and pretty much take himself out with the entire universe. Um, yeah, I mean, that is crazy. That will literally be crazy. So in this case, this fight really depends on whether if Grail is gonna take him serious. If Grail takes Lobo serious, she will beat him. Okay, with no problem. One punch him. Actually, she used the Omega Beam. I mean, he's that powerful, but she has to pretty much one shot this guy. Okay, but as far as Grail, taking chances, then the fight basically goes to Lobo because of his trickery and what he's basically capable of. So, for those of you who watched the video who has any questions and any comments about any other characters, hit them below. Also, hit that subscribe button. This is basically for those who have no idea about any of their characters, or pretty much people that you really don't understand the capability of. I've also did another video with Goku and CBR's top 10 characters. So if you like what you hear, guys, leave a comment below. Have any more questions, you know what to do. Peace.